Previously, Ceres and Zalar were hesitant to share the full contents of the scroll they found regarding Orcus. Zalar told Aerith that he wanted to visit the Temple of the Raven Queen in Amon, and that it might be related. He'd be willing to share more after speaking with her. He also asked Iridian to send a message to Lady Kima asking her to meet them, as the person who wrote the scroll was close to her. While no one said the name out loud, several people quickly realized that meant Allura must have been the writer of said scroll. Kima agreed to meet them in Amon in a week. Nothram and Cal then set out, as they needed to travel a day away from the vault before they could teleport. They reached a small lake later in the day and pulled out the party boat to get across, which is, of course, when the Beholder appeared. After several clutch moves by Arian, who used telekinesis to keep it and its anti-magic field facing the ceiling, as well as Cal, who stunned it, Nothram was able to kill the Beholder surprisingly quickly. They then continued onward, eventually getting out of the anti-teleportation area and teleporting straight to Kymel. While there, they rested for the night and picked up some supplies. Iridian also took the time to ask Ceres if she would like him to look in on Annabelle to see if she was still in Lyrengorn or perhaps plotting more revenge that they should be concerned about. Ceres quickly turned him down and changed the subject, since she suspected she knew exactly what had happened to Annabelle, even if he and the rest of the group didn't. The next morning, the group paid to teleport to Iman. Cal gave Nothram the address of a house of theirs that the group could stay in. Then they went off to check with Philora, Poppy, and Sib, as well as get an update on Arian's sister. Meanwhile, Nothram headed to the Temple District. Iridian and Gwei split off to visit the temples of their respective deities, while the others headed to the Temple of the Matron of Ravens. Zalar went inside to bathe in blood and talk to the goddess. He told her what the group had discovered regarding Orcus, and she asked that one of Nothram visit her before their final trip. Nothram then moved on to the Temple of the Knowing Mistress. Once they were done, the group headed to the house that Cal had provided for them, only to find a messenger waiting outside. The note they had for the group simply said there was a problem, and provided them with an address. Nothram hurried to said address, which turned out to be the home of Arian's sister. Both she and her son had been kidnapped a few days earlier by 2 elves. And they left a note, telling Aerith that it was time for her to come home. And that's where we left off.